Evan yanked open his apartment door. A hulking figure slumped against the frame, green blood slicking his welcome mat. Scaled skin gleamed under the corridor lights. One clawed hand clutched a gash across her abdomen. Her eyes, slitted gold, locked on him. He glanced down the hall. Cameras blinked at both ends. No time. Evan hooked an arm under her shoulders. She outweighed him by 50 kilos, but he dragged her inside anyway. Her boots scraped the threshold. He slammed the door shut. She growled low, fangs bared. Words garbled through a busted implant. Who, man? Leave. Evan bolted the door. Deadbolts thudded home. He punched the manual override. No alarms yet. She staggered toward the kitchenette, leaned on the counter. Blood dripped onto his linoleum. Evan crossed to the breaker box, flipped the network kill switch. His apartment went dark. No links, no feeds, no trace. Emergency lights hummed on. Stay put. He grabbed his first aid kit from under the sink. Household basics. Bandages, antiseptics, regen gel, and his soldering iron from the workbench. He plugged it in. The tip glowed cherry red. She eyed him, claws flexed. You? Hide me? Why? Evan didn't answer. He wiped sweat from his brow. The station's hum vibrated through the walls. Trackers could be anywhere. She lunged for the knife block, yanked a cleaver free, pointed it at his chest. Her stance screamed predator. Balanced, lethal. Threat? Evan met her gaze, held still, no flinch. If you were gonna kill me, you'd have done it outside. Her nostrils flared, sniffed the air. The cleaver wavered, dropped to the counter with a clank. He nodded once, picked up the soldering iron. Sit. She eased onto a stool, winced, peeled back her armored vest. The wound gaped, 3 inches, ragged from plasma fire. Shattered implant wires sparked faintly at her temple. Evan squirted antiseptic. She hissed. He cauterized the edges. Sizzle, flesh sealed. She gripped the counter, claws gouged wood. Name's Evan Pike. He smeared regen gel, packed the gash. Technician, fix loaders, vents, whatever. Kayla Voss, her voice rasped. Implant fritzing. Words clipped, accent thick. You know me? Galactic feeds. He tapped the bandage. Tight, efficient. Price on your head. Rune Kell's hunting. She stiffened. Downty dog. Close? Scanners pinged the corridor. Not here yet. Evan washed his hands. Blood swirled pink down the drain. Couch is yours. Bathroom's there. Fridge has protein bars. Kayla probed the bandage, lexed her abs. Tested it. Human. Soft. Why help? Evan pulled a notepad from a drawer. Scribbled rules. 1 per line. 1. No networks. No calls. 2. Stay inside. No windows. 3. Eat what I cook. No questions. 4. Talk if you want, but quiet. He slid it across the table. Station's small. Kell's legal. He'll knock first. We play dumb. She scanned the list. Gold eyes narrowed. Rules. Like kit. Works. Evan heated synth meat in the microwave. Beep. Plate clattered down. Fork beside it. Kyelra speared a chunk. Chewed slow. Tastes. Real. Lab-grown. Cheap. He sat opposite. Ate his own. Silence stretched. Her tail, indridged, armored, twitched against the stool leg. My clan. Fights. Kills. Humans. Fix pots. Evan shrugged. Pots pay rent. Crisis 2. Last week he'd patched a hull breach solo. No drama. She leaned forward. Implant. Sparked. Kell comes. You fight? Hide first. Fight smart. He tapped the cleaver. That. For veggies. Kayla snorted. Almost a laugh. Grabbed a protein bar. Tore the wrapper with fangs. A chime echoed. Doorbell. Evan froze. Stood slow. Peeked the viewer. Mira Sato. Neighbor medic. Brown hair in a bun. Clinic scrubs. He cracked the door. Mira. Late. She pushed in. Scanned the room. Zeroed on Kayla. Evan. That's Voss. The Voss. Bleeding on your floor? Handled. He blocked her path. Quiet. Mira snorted. Dropped her bag. Idiot. Let me see. She knelt by Kayla. Probed the bandage. Sloppy cauterize. Reginal hold, but infection risk high. Scales trap bacteria. Kayla tensed. Claws out. Touch. Medic. Mira pulled a scanner, beeped the wound. Human hack job. Needs my kit. Evan locked the door again. Appreciate it. But Kel knows you're offline. Mira injected a booster. Clinic access. She eyed Kaelra. Why here? Kaelra glanced at Evan. Key. Dragged. Mira smirked. Packed her bag. Evan's like that. Fixed my washer during blackout. Wouldn't leave till it spun. Evan cleared plates. Ignored them. Kaelra watched. Tail stilled. Clan would kill intruder. Here. Mira stood. We share tools, not heads. Another chime. Harder. Viewer. Agent Runkel. Slick suit. Datapad glowing. Multi-eyed. Insectoid. Patient smile. Evan waved Mira to the couch. Whispered to Kaelra. Bedroom. Now. Evan opened up. Agent. Kel scanned inside. Pike. Network down. Violation. Breaker tripped. Fixing vents. Evan stepped aside. Let him peek. Empty kitchen. Kel's mandibles clicked. Your corridor. Tall, scaled, armed? Nope. Evan leaned on the frame, saw a shadow. Loader drone, maybe. Kel held his pad. Scanned. No signal. But wounds bleed. Check mats? Evan shrugged. Clean. Kel's eyes whirred. Cooperate, citizen. Reward posted. Legal channels. Evan smiled calm. I'm off shift. Kel lingered, sniffed, then nodded. Report anomalies. Footsteps receded. Evan bolted up. Mira exhaled. Close. Kaelra emerged, cleaver in hand again. Fight. Not yet. Evan reset the breaker partial. Local net only. For Mira's exit. Mira punched his arm. Dumb luck. Call if fever hits. She slipped out. Door locked. Silence. Kaelra set the cleaver down. Soft. You lie easy. Truth bends. Evan checked the bandage. Fingers brushed scales. Warm. Tough. She didn't pull away. Her hand covered his. Claws retracted. Why risk? Evan met her eyes. Gold flecks danced. Neighbor thing. She squeezed. Lingered. Clan. Bond's blood. Yours? Actions. He pulled back slow. Grabbed blankets. Draped the couch. Kaelra sank into it. Tested the give. Soft. Sleep. Evan dimmed lights. Sat at his workbench. Tools out. Fiddled with her implant wires. Spares from his kit. She watched. Voice dropped. Fix that? Try. Sparks flew. Circuits hummed. Hours ticked. Station quieted. A soft snore from the couch. Kaelra curled. Tail over knees. Vulnerable. Evan soldered the last link. Implant beeped alive. Steady. He covered her with a throw. Settled in his chair. Eyes on the door. Kel would return. But tomorrow, he'd rig sensors. Hidden ones. Her eyes cracked open. Gold glow. Evan. Yeah? Thank. He nodded. Evan slapped the workbench awake. Dawn filters hummed through the station vents. Kaelra stirred on the couch, tail flicking. Her implant glowed faint green. Morning.
He grabbed foil rolls from storage.
She uncoiled, cleaver in grip. Threats? Watchers. Evan tore foil strips, pressed them over window panels, reflective side out, blocked optic scans cold. Kaelra prowled close, sniffed the material. Weak shield. Station grade. He unspooled the cheap jammer drone. Battery pack slotted in. Word to life. Kills microdrones in a bubble. Yours? She tested the edge with a claw. Nodded sharp. Clever hunt block. Evan sealed the last panel. Light dimmed inside. He pinged his handheld. No external feeds leaked. Done. Test it. Kaelra hurled a scrap bolt at the window. Foil flexed. Held. She grunted approval. Stands. Next. Evan pulled his tablet. Station pigeon app loaded. Implants partial. Gestures first. He held it up. Pointed at icons. This. Hunger. Rubbed belly. Kaelra mimicked. Claws scraped air. Tablet beeped match. Hunger. Good. Evan tapped thirst. Pretended gulp. She copied fluid. Green light. Her gold eyes narrowed. Frustration creased scales. She slashed a gesture. Fist to chest. Tablet blanked. Plan. Evan guessed. Logged it manual. Bond. She seized his wrist. Pressed claws light. Clan bond. Tablet synced. Evan's pulse jumped. Skin tingled under scales. Yeah. Bond. She released. Tapped more. Hunt. Fight. Rest. Mapping flew fast. Pigeon bridged gaps. Kara spun away. Cleaver out. My repay. Sweep threats. Evan leaned back. Go. She ghosted the apartment. Cleaver probed vents. Tail swept corners. Claws peeled panel loose. Wiring exposed. No bugs. Blind. She ripped station tape from drawer. Marked floor spots. X by the fridge. Circle undersink. Cross at door hinge. Evan noted them. Defenses. Ambush kills. She taped the last. Stood tall. Safe now. Smart. He checked tablet. Gesture logged. Repay. Food? Kitchenette fired up. Evan cracked synth eggs, sizzled bacon strips, human staples from station rations. Kale relumed, cleaver raised. Cut? No. Evan slid fork over, spoon next, utensils, blade spill. She snatched fork, stabbed egg. Yellow yolk burst, sniffed, inhaled half, slow. Evan plated his. Sat opposite. Taste. Fork trembled in her grip. Claws dented tines. She speared bacon, chewed deliberate, eyes widened. Fire meat, strong. Protein. He demonstrated knife slice. No cleaver. Negotiate bite. Kale gripped knife awkward. Sawed egg. Missed twice. Growled. Adjusted. Clean cut. Evan suppressed grin. Got it. She shoveled more. Tail thumped floor. Human fuel. Fuels fight. Every day. He ate steady. Watched her adapt. Fork dance smoother. Plate cleared. She licked tines. More clan? Later, Evan stood. Stretched. Grease trailed day ahead. Shower, then sensors. Kale rose instant. Cleaver grabbed. Followed him to bath pod. Evan paused at door. Alone, she tilted head. Guard, private. He waved hands, mimicked water. Shook head. Gold eyes unblinking. Threat comes wet? No. Heat crept up neck. Human space. She planted feet. Cleaver across chest. Guard duty. Station alarm ping distant. Shift change. Evan sighed. Cracked door. Steam ready. Fine. Kaelra shouldered in. Filled half the pod. Tail coiled tight. Inside guard. Evan stripped shirt. Water hissed on. Scalded hot. Soap lathered fast. She stood rigid. Back to wall. Cleaver low. Eyes scanned steam. Ceiling. Drain. His back. Proximity hit like pressure wave. Her scales brushed his arm. Reach for shampoo. Clash. Cleaver hilt nudged hip. Space. Evan twisted. Water sluiced claws. Kaelra didn't budge. Close fight wins. Not here. He grabbed towel bar. Balanced. Her breath ghosted neck. Warm. Musky. Tail flicked. Grazed thigh. Accidental? Gold eyes locked his. Implant beeped. Partial translate. Safe? Yeah. Voice rough. He rinsed fast. Shut. Water. Grabbed towel. She stepped aside, minimal. Cleaver sheathed. Offered dry cloth. Claws extended careful. Evan dried. Heart hammered. Slipped pants on damp. Out. Kaelra followed. Dripped pod floor. Weak alone. Normal. He dressed full. Cheeks burned. Humans. Solo. She cocked head. Gestured tablet. Hunger? No. Clan bond. Touched arm again. Lingered. Learn. Evan nodded stiff. Workbench called. Sensor kit out. Motion pucks. Wire to local net. Footsteps echoed hall. Heavy. Kale's cleaver whispered free. Tape marks glowed. She crouched blind spot. Evan palmed tablet. Gesture ready. Hide. Door chime drilled. Pike. Station check. Evan cracked door chain. Tech. Compliance scan. Kel's scanner word. Pushed lens. Foil blocked it dead. Jammer hummed silent. Privacy mods? Kel pressed. Routine. Evan leaned casual. Insulation leak. Kel sniffed. Eyes narrowed. Voss traces. Log says, medic visit. Neighbor aid, Evan's calm held. Clear? Scanner beeped negative. Kel retreated fraction. Warrant pending. Watch feeds. Door slammed shut. Lock engaged. Kaelra rose. Hunt close. Evan exhaled. Too close. She marked new tape. Doorframe. X big. Gestured. Bond. Tablet synced. His hand found hers. Scales warm. Claws retracted full. Team. Her tail curled his leg. Light clan. Station hummed on. Sensors linked. Feeds flickered. Hall empty, but Kel's shadow lingered. Feed edge. Evan soldered last wire. Kaelra watched close. Breath synced. Mira's ping hit tablet. Fever check. He typed fast. Clear. But Kel sniffed. Her reply. Idiot. Supplies inbound. Hide her heat sig. Door knock delivery drone? No. Mira. Evan opened. She thrust bag. Ointment tubes. Heat blanket. Suppressor patch. Slap on her. Kayla sniffed bag. Claws hovered. Medic. Evan took it. Trust. Mira eyed Kaelra. Warrior. Eat my eggs. Kaelra forked air. Grinned fangs. Strong. Mira snorted. Dumb luck duo. Slipped out. Evan peeled patch. Arm? Kaelra extended. Scales parted. Patch adhered. Glow faded. Better. He checked tablet. Gestures piled. Trust. Guard. Clan. She pulled him to couch. Sat close. Shoulder to shoulder. Cleaver aside. Rest. Tail draped lap. Heavy. Comfort. Evan tensed. Then leaned. Shift soon. Her claw traced his palm. Mapped lines. Human soft. Strong soft. Eat built. Not fever. Proximity again. Tablet pinged. Kel's public log. Boss heat sig near Sector 7. Here. Kaelra's eyes snapped open. Cleaver hand. Plan? Evan whispered. She gestured new. Fight together. Doorcam feed. Kel. 2 drones. Legal swarm incoming. The door chime blared. Harsh. Official. Evan's tablet feed snapped to life. Agent Rune Kel filled the screen. Sleek exosuit, dual drones hovering at his shoulders. Their scanners pulsed red, probing the door seal. Open up, Pike. Kel's voice crackled through the intercom. Station authority welfare check. Irregular heat signature logged in your unit. Step aside for scan. Evan's pulse kicked steady. He flicked a glance at Kaelra. She crouched low, cleaver gripped tight, eyes locked on the door, her tail lashed once. Fangs bared, ready to lunge, to kill for him. Go, he whispered, gestured sharp to the air return grate above the kitchen counter. Vent. Now, she hesitated a beat. Claws flexed on the cleaver hilt. Then nodded. Leapt silent. Scales rasped faint against metal as she pried the grate, hauled her frame into the narrow crawl space. Cleaver vanished with her. Her eyes gleamed from the dark slit. Watching, waiting. Evan hit the kitchen panel. Toaster ejected. Smoking. He yanked the plug, slammed it into the sink. Sparks popped. He triggered the unit's fire alert manually. Amber lights flashed. Sprinklers hissed mist. Smoke curled thick from the decoy. Coming, he called casual. Wiped hands on his jumpsuit. Cracked the door just wide enough for face-to-face. Blocked the scan angle with his shoulder. Agent Kel. What's the play? Kel's optics narrowed. Drones whirred closer, but smoke poured out, fouling their beams. Step back. Full scan. Heat bloom matches Voss profile. You're harboring a fugitive. Evan leaned in the frame. Calm, kept the door latched. Heat, that's my toaster. Shorts every cycle, just blue again. See? He waved at the haze. Sprinklers dripped on his sleeve. Fire teams en route. Station protocol. No entries during active alert. Kel's jaw ticked. He tapped his wristcom. Logs check. Pike's unit has 3 fire pings this quarter. 4 now.
Evan grinned easy. Old wiring.
Logged it with maintenance last week. Got the file right here. He held up his tablet, shared the fabricated log, timestamps perfect, signatures forged seamless from station archives. His tech fingers flew faster than most noticed. Drones dipped low. One grazed the smoke. Glitched. Retreated. Kaelra shifted in the vent. Evan caught the faint scrape. Her silhouette tensed. Claw tip gleamed. One wrong push from Kel, and she'd drop. Silent throat slit, no witnesses. Kel eyed the tablet feed, scanned the logs. Convenient. Voss was clocked Sector 7. Your vents link direct. Everyone's vents link. Evan shrugged. But yeah, public inspection? Volunteer it. Tomorrow, full crew. I'll demo the toaster myself. Hell, buy you a drink after. Station ale's on me. Kel's drones synced data. Paused. No clean heat lock through the smoke. You're too calm, Pike. Tech rats don't play hero. Not hero. Homeowner. Evan met his gaze. Steady. Waste your swarm here, or chase real pings. Your call. Silence stretched. Kel's comm buzzed. Dispatch override. Fire alert pinged station-wide. Legals barred forced entry. Fine. Kel stepped back. Drones wheeled up. Inspection at 0800. Be clean. He turned sharp. Exosuit hissed down the hall. Evan sealed the door. Latch triple, leaned against it. Breath out slow, rustle above. Grate popped free. Kaelra dropped light. Landed crouched. Cleaver sheathed. She rose fluid. Closed the gap in 2 strides. Heat radiated off her scales. Patch holding, but proximity burned anyway. Her eyes searched his. No words. She pressed her forehead to his. Firm. Warm ridges met skin, held it 3 seconds. 5. The trust oath. Clan seal. Her tail curled his ankle. Tight. Evan froze. Then hands rose. Rested light on her shoulders. Clear. She pulled back. Claws traced his jaw. Gentle. You. Block. Fire trick. Gestures flowed. Clever human guard clan. Fangs flashed approval. Station hacks. He tapped the tablet. Smoke cleared via fan cycle. Old tech. Works every time. Her laugh rumbled low. Chest deep. She tugged him to the counter. Pushed the suppressors aside. Forked a cold egg from Mira's bag. Offered it. Eat. Strong. He took it. Bit in. Protein hit solid. You first. Fever down? She nodded. Slapped another patch on her thigh. Glow dimmed further. Kel. Returns. Tomorrow. Evan synced feeds. Pulled up schematics. We rig vents. Bounce your SIG to the docks. Mira's inbound with blockers. Kaelra leaned close. Shoulder bumped his. Watched the holomap spin. Her claw pointed. Drone path. Here. Trap. Team trap. He nodded. Fingers brushed hers on the screen. Spark jumped. Not static. She stilled. Tail tightened on his leg. Eyes flicked to his mouth. Then back to the map. Clan more? Heat climbed his neck. He swallowed. But feet stayed planted. Door ping. Soft. Mira's code. Evan opened. She shoved a crate through. Blockers. SIG scrambler. And idiocy tax. Eyeballed Kaelra's tail grip. Clan bonding mid-hunt. Prioritize. Kaelra released slow. Stood tall. Medic strong. Mira snorted. Unpacked gels. Wires. Flirt later. Kel's drones log patterns. Yours repeat. She thrust a scrambler at Evan. Rig it. Now. Evan plugged in. Circuits hummed live. Kaelra watched every solder. Breath synced to his rhythm. Human. Fix all. Not all. He tested the pulse. Clean bounce. You fight. I hide. Wins together. Mira patched Kaelra's arm gash fresh. Fever's baseline alien hot. Patches hold 12 hours, then rotate. She eyed Evan. You? Sleep or crash. Kaelra's claw hooked his sleeve, pulled toward couch. Rest. Guard. He sank down. She settled beside. Cleaver across knees. Tail draped his lap again. Heavy anchor. Mira slipped out. Door clicked shut. Evan's eyes drooped. Her warmth seeped in. Wake for shift. Always. Her forehead nudged his temple. Oath echo. Tablet pinged soft. Kel's public channel. Voss ping rerouted.
Sector 7 lockdown. Fake trail.
Evan's rig. Kaelra's grin split wide. Fangs gleamed. She gestured victory. Clan eternal. But feeds flickered. New shadow. Third drone. Deeper hall. Evan bolted up. Double team. Incoming. Kyle's cleaver sang free. Eyes blazed. Together. Station lights dimmed to night cycle. Hunt thickened. Evan yanked the oversized maintenance suit from his locker. Arms up, hood down. Kaelra complied, folding her crest flat. The fabric strained over her shoulders and tail sheath. She tested the bulk. Claws flexed inside padded gloves. Hide good. Hide enough. He smeared grease across her jaw ridges, muting the iridescent scales. His own jumpsuit matched station tech uniform. Market checkpoint. Black market after. Patch for your implant. She nodded sharp. Cleaver stayed hidden in a tool satchel slung across his back, tail coiled tight under the suit. Together. Station corridors hummed low under night cycle. Vendor carts lined the market approach, hawking glow fruit and synth spice. Crowds thickened, workers off shift, aliens bartering in flashes of neon. Evan gripped her elbow, steered her into line at the checkpoint. Security drones hovered overhead, red eyes scanning. 2 guards manned the arch, scaled Vexari with shock batons. Papers, the first grunted. Evan flashed his tech ID. Routine patrol. Overflow drain in Sector 7. He nodded at Kaelra. Apprentice. First week, the guard eyed her slouched posture, scanned the suit. Gate off. Injury. Twisted ankle. Human feet. Clumsy. Evan shrugged. Casual. Kaelra mimicked his limp. Short steps. Tail weight pulled her right, corrected fast. Guard waved them through. Arch beeped green. They melted into the market throng. Stalls pulsed with steam and sizzle. Alien tongues clashed, clicks, hisses, growls. Kaelra's nostrils flared at the scent riot. Humans, crowd masters, everyday skill. Evan veered left, past a noodle cart. Stay close. Contacts 2 stalls down. A hooded figure waited in a repair booth. Old human smuggler, Jax. Evan slid the satchel across. Cleaver's yours, no questions. Jax hefted it, grinned gap-toothed. Favor owed.
Kel's drones everywhere. You owe me double next haul.
He palmed a gel patch file. Neural reboot. Slap on neck port. 30 seconds jolt. Full translate after. Done. Evan pocketed it. No haggling. Trust built on past jobs. Kaelra's eyes narrowed. Weapon gone? Hide better. Evan pulled her toward an alley exit. Back home. Apply now. Market edge blurred into service tunnels. Foot traffic thinned. Kaelra's stride loosened. Natural warrior gait creeping back. Heel strike firm, tail sway subtle undersuit. A drone whirred low overhead. Red beam flicked across them. Paused. Evan froze. Gait pattern. Kel's AI. Kaelra hissed. Claws twitched. Fight? No. He grabbed her wrist. Run. Split. You left tunnel. I right. Meet at bulkhead 4C. Go. She bolted left. Instinct fluid. Evan dashed right, hood up. Drone screeched alert. Market sirens wailed distant. Tunnel forked. Evan slapped a service panel. Overrode lights. Darkness swallowed him. Heart steady. Routine fix. Kaelra waited at bulkhead 4C, crouched low. Suit hood. Askew. Drones chase you? Lost it. He keyed the hatch. Home fast. Patch first. Apartment door hissed shut. Mira's scrambler still pulsed. Evan ripped the vial open. Neck, port scar. Kaelra bared the ridge behind her jaw. Silver scarring gleamed. He pressed the gel firm. Blue current arced. She stiffened. Fangs bared. Claws gouging the couch. 30 seconds ticked. Then silence. Her eyes cleared. Voice smoothed full. Translation. Online. Words flow. She flexed fingers. Tested. Evan Pike. Your name echoes clear now. He exhaled. Good. Train time. Kel closes in. She rose. Fluid. Pinned him against the wall. Gentle hold. Grapple escape. Leverage. Not strength. Her tail hooked his ankle. Pulled. He toppled, controlled. She flowed over him. Legs locked his hips. Twist here. Clawed hand guided his elbow. Lever arm. Flip. Evan mirrored. Sweat beaded. Her warmth pressed close. Scale smooth skin. Alien hot. He broke free on third try. Rolled atop. Pinned her shoulders. Got it. Kaelra grinned. Fangs flashed approval. Human. Learns fast. Clan worth. Your turn. He stood. Brushed her arm. Lingered. De-escalation script.
Humans talk down fights. Repeat. Stand down.
No threat. Station piece. Stress drill. She straightened, crest flared slight. Words weak. Drill luck. He lunged mock grab. She countered instinctive. Claw swipe. Stand down. Voice cracked. No threat. Station piece. He pressed. Again, under stress. Clash repeated. Her block softened. Script flowed. Tail no longer lashed wild. On 10th, she parried clean, delivered line calm. Grabbed his collar instead. Pulled close. Stand down, Evan. Breath mingled. Her eyes held. Golden slits wide. Trust forged in reps. Perfect. He stepped back. Cheek brushed her temple. Team now. Tablet pinged. Feed hack. Mira's relay. Kel at checkpoint. Gate match confirmed. Drones swarm your sector. Fake ID won't hold. Kaelra's cleaver? Wait, traded? No, Jax took a decoy? Wait. Satchel had cleaver? Earlier beat. Evan checked locker. Spare vibro knife. Arm up. Drone hum rattled the vent. Red eye peered through grate. Locked on Kaelra's gate echo. Split second. Evan yanked her down. Vent or door? She chose. Cleaver. No, knife in grip. Vent. Ambush. They pried grate. Crawled tight. Drone burst in behind. Her tail sealed the latch. Duct narrowed. Heat built. Her hand found his in dark. Squeezed. Family hunt. Evan nodded unseen. Wins together. Drone screech echoed. Closer. Bulkhead ahead. Locked. Kel's voice crackled public channel. Voss. Legal claim. Kaelra's laugh rumbled low. Never. Evan hacked the panel. Sparks flew. Hatch popped. They tumbled into maintenance bay. Alarms blared. 2 drones dove. She sprang. Grapple perfect. Levered first into wall. Crunch. He de-escalated second. No. Knife throw. Pinioned rotor. It spun wild. Crashed. Silence fell. Bay door loomed. Mira's clinic beyond. Go. Kaelra shoved him toward it. I draw. No. He hooked her waist. Pulled even. Together. Door cycled. Mira waited. Medkit ready. Idiots. In. But shadows shifted. Third drone? No. Rune Kel himself. Silhouette. In hall. Baton drawn. Eyes locked. Endgame. Kel said. Patient smile. Pike. Hand her over. Kaelra stepped forward. Script ready. Tail gripped Evan's leg. Anchor. Stand down. No threat. Station piece. Kel paused. Batten lowered fraction. Drones offline. Crowd gathered distant. Evan's hand rested her back. Calm pulse. Human steady. Kel circled. Gate betrays. Voss falls. Her voice steel. Not today. Evan's override buzzed active. Station-wide jam. Mira's work. Kel lunged. Kaelra flowed. Evan flanked. Team strike. Word count 1287. Kel lunged. Baton crackling with stun charge. Kaelra flowed like water over stone. Her forearm blocked the strike. She twisted, locked his elbow. Rune grunted, pivoted to break free. Evan flanked right. He slammed the clinic door panel. Emergency lock engaged. Mira nodded from cover, her medkit stowed. Maintenance ring. Evan hissed. Now. Kaelra shoved Run toward the access hatch. He stumbled but recovered, eyes narrowing on her. Voss. Bounty stands. She snarled, tail lashing, pinned his wrist, forced the baton wide. They grappled through the hatch. Evan followed, sealing it behind. Dim conduits hummed. Pipes hissed steam. Rune twisted free. Called backup. Team, converge. Bay 3. Footsteps echoed from both ends. 2 hunters closed in, stunners drawn. Evan sprinted ahead, tapped his wrist rig. Lure him deeper. Kaelra baited. She charged Rune, feinted high. He dodged into the junction. Evan hit the override. Pressure doors slammed left and right. Trapped the flanks. Flush 'em, Evan said. He vented section 2. Scalding air whooshed. Hunters yelped. Retreated behind bulkheads. Rune spun, isolated. Kaelra struck. Open palm to his chest. Knocked breath from him. She swept his legs. He hit deck hard. Baton skittered. She pinned him. Knee on throat. Claws pricked his collar. One twitch, and she could end it. Snap his neck clean. Rune froze. The sweat beaded his scales. Mercy claws. Call it. Picked up the baton. logged its serial. Kaelra's eyes met Evan's. Gold irises steady. She could finish. Warrior's right, but her grip eased. She wrenched the sidearm from his holster. Handed it butt first to Evan. Grip warm from her palm. Proof. Restraint. Evan nodded. Slotted the weapons into his rig. Your call now. Rune's team pounded doors. Boss. Evan patched station security. Broadcast live. Rune's wrist tracker pinged illegal frequencies. Banned orbital locks. Civilian scans. Evidence streamed. Security Pike here. Bounty op Rune Kell. Unauthorized hunt in progress. Pings attached. Static crackled. Then, confirmed. Teams en route. Stand down. Doors buckled, but security breached first. Armored figures hauled Rune's crew. Cuffed Rune himself. He glared at Kaelra. Extraction inbound. You run forever. She rose, tail coiled loose. Watched him dragged away. Mira burst through. Scanned them both. Bruises. No breaks. Idiots. Evan grinned. Family wins. Kaelra tilted head. Touched his arm. Family? Station quieted. Alarms silenced. Crowd dispersed. Back in quarters, Kaelra paced. Translation implant flickered. Half words, full meaning. Her kit lay open. Blades, armor, exile packs. Extraction, she said. Faint buzz in voice. Clanship waits. Jump gate. Evan leaned on counter. Brewed tea. Human ritual. Offered cup. Safe. But alone. She sipped. Scalded tongue. Winced. A lone warrior. Strong. Mira Kamed. Kel's license revoked. Station vouch for you, Voss, if you stay. Kaelra stared at Kit. Claws flexed. She dragged it to Evan's closet, shoved inside. Latched. Stood tall. Exile here. Tail brushed his leg. With steady human. Evan's pulse jumped. He stepped close, hand on her shoulder. Warm scales. Room's yours. She pulled him nearer, forehead to his. Bond scent, pheromones mixed. Hours. Night cycled dimmed lights. They sat cross-legged, gear sorted, blades beside tools. House rule. Evan said. No locks on doors. Trust first. Kaelra's laugh rumbled. Claws traced his palm. Humans mad. Rule set. She rose, unlocked the front hatch. Click, echoed. Door stayed ajar. Evan watched her silhouette. Tail swayed. Warrior chose home, but comm buzzed. Unknown signal. Voss. Clan calls debt. Come, or burn. She tensed. Hand found his. Squeezed. Kaelra could end worlds with one strike. She waited for his call.